Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift live TV proposals. A night to recall excitement was already humming about the planet. Millions of people tuned into Saturday Night Live, where Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce were slated as surprise visitors on a crisp Saturday evening. Social media had exploded in conjecture. Would Taylor be performing? Would Travis stage another funny skit? None, not even the most committed Swifties or die-hard Chiefs supporters, could have foreseen what was about to happen.
Just to let everyone know, Taylor and I got engaged last week. We wanted to keep it a secret from everyone because we wanted some privacy.
As the show went on, the studio's energy was electric. The host for the evening, Jimmy Fallon, had just finished an opening monologue loaded with football jokes and Taylor Swift puns. Then he made a cryptic joke to the audience. Tonight we have some surprises. For this one, folks, you might wish to keep your cameras running constantly. A few sections later, the audience burst in cheers when Travis Kelce took the stage. Sporting a sleek black suit, NFL player greeted Jimmy with his signature charm. Though I enjoy being here, Travis admitted he was a little anxious tonight and started to scratch the back of his head. Jimmy, our eyebrows. Nervous? Nervous is the man who competed in 3 Super Bowls and just won consecutive championships? What might possibly cause you anxiety? The famous lover notes began softly in the background before Travis could reply. As Taylor Swift walked onto the stage, gorgeous in a white silk dress that shimmered under the stage lights, the audience gasped. She turned to face the audience after flashing her well-known smile and hugging Travis. We simply enjoy surprises. We do not otherwise. The whole studio burst in applause, and Twitter, then known as X, went into meltdown mode. What happened next would be discussed for years. The unwarranted suggestion, Jimmy, following along, leaned forward so you two would seem to be showing up tonight and cause the internet to go crazy. Taylor laughed. Oh, you know us, we like to keep things interesting. Travis inhaled deeply, staring at Taylor with a look that caused the audience to hold their breath.
Just to let everyone know, Taylor and I got engaged last week. We wanted to keep it a secret from everyone because we wanted some privacy.
Then he turned toward Taylor, reached into his pocket instead of answering Jimmy. Gasps resounded across the studio. Travis dropped to one knee and the camera zipped in, shock wide in her eyes. Taylor's hands flew to her mouth. Realizing what was happening, the audience screamed, "Toby Allison Swift. From the moment I met you, my world has been brighter, crazier, and loaded with more love than I could have ever imagined." Travis started, his voice steady but full of emotion. "Every song you create, every chuckle we have, every moment we spend together reminds me that I discovered something absolutely once in a lifetime." Taylor nodded, hardly able to control her emotions as tears sparkled in her eyes. Travis pulled out an amazing engagement ring with a brilliant emerald-cut diamond set in a band with vintage inspiration. "You are my love, my friend, and my greatest trip. Would you just momentarily marry me?" The earth appeared to stop. The audience remained silent. Taylor's tear-gilled eyes reflected the studio lights. Then, with a faltering breath, she murmured, "Yes, 1,000,000 times yes." The planet answered. People jumping out of their chairs caused the studio to burst in deafening cheers. From the ceiling, confetti poured down, and Jimmy Fallon seemed as though he might faint from exhilaration. As the cameras recorded every amazing second, Taylor threw her arms around Travis and drew him into a passionate kiss. In minutes, the internet burst forth. #TaylorEngaged started to trend. Globally famous people poured congrats into social media. The official SNL Twitter account shared a footage of the proposal accumulating millions of views in the first hour. A Super Bowl ring, a white heavy checkmark engagement ring, and a white heavy checkmark legendary even appeared on the official page of NFL. Turning back toward the audience, Taylor and Travis were holding hands. "Well," Taylor said, giggling through joyful tears, "I guess I have a wedding to coordinate." Jimmy, noticeably wiping his eyes, said this might be the best SNL episode ever. Taylor sang Enchanted live at the end of the night, dedicating it to Travis as the newly engaged couple savored the intense love from their friends and fans. This is the best chapter yet, without a doubt, a night that would go down in pop culture history. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged live on television, and as Taylor would subsequently post on Instagram with a picture of them embracing, "In our love story, love stories sealed on live TV." Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. For months, the world had been guessing. Every social media post, every hand-holding gesture, every stadium visit fed rumors that NFL superstar Travis Kelce and global pop sensation Taylor Swift were headed toward the ultimate milestone engagement. But nobody anticipated how it would turn out. The arrangement was unforgettable night. It was a clear Sunday evening in February, the night the Super Bowl was taking place at the majestic Allegan Stadium in Las Vegas. The Kansas City Chiefs had returned to the big game, and as usual, Taylor was in the stands sporting a custom Chiefs jacket with Kelce and Blaze on the back. Of course she was. The cameras often panned to her, capturing her excitement, nervous energy, and the way she cheered Travis on as if she were his greatest fan. The game was a nail-biter. The Chiefs were behind by 3 points with less than 2 minutes left. Then, like a scene penned by the football gods, Patrick Mahomes launched a perfect pass to Travis Kelce, who caught it in the end zone for a game-saving touchdown. Travis turned toward the stands, his eyes fixed on Taylor, instead of running straight to celebrate with his colleagues, as the crowd erupted and the Chiefs were champions once more. Something strange happened as the festivities started. Minutes later, the trophy presentation was about to start, and millions of supporters tuned in, their hearts thumping not only from the game, but also from something felt different. Jim Nantz, the CBS Sports anchor, stood at midfield with a microphone in hand. Travis Kelce was the Super Bowl MVP. As Travis neared the podium, the camera zoomed in on him. Instead of grabbing the mic immediately, Travis looked into the moving crowd for someone to descend the stadium. Taylor appeared on screen somewhat perplexed but smiling as security led her onto the field. Still sporting her Chiefs jacket, Taylor headed toward Travis, who gently grabbed her hand. The audience yelled. The commentators stopped talking since they knew something more than just football was underway. Travis grabbed the microphone, his voice quivering even with his customary cool assurance. Taylor, Allison Swift's "Though I have a lot of games under my belt, standing right here in front of me marks the largest victory of all." The stadium gasped. Twitter, more precisely X, exploded. Was this going on from the time I met you? My environment changed. Through all, you have been my rock. You have shown me what love is, what life is really about. I thus want to make sure I win the most crucial championship of my life. Your heart always marks the end of this amazing event. Travis dropped to one knee, dragging a small velvet box from his pocket. The stadium went into an electric quiet. Tears flooded. Taylor's hands flew to her mouth. She saw the camera zoom in as Travis opened the box to show a stunning, custom-designed engagement ring, an oval-cut diamond rumored to be over 10 carats, set in a band of tiny sapphires and rubies reflecting the Chiefs' colors. "Will you wed me, Taylor Swift?" The entire planet seemed to stop. At home, millions of supporters held their breath. Stadium supporters yelled, "Say yes, say yes!" Then Taylor nodded quickly before plunging into Travis's arms, doing what everyone had hoped she would do. He raised her easily and whirled her around while she laughed, tears running down her face. Indeed, a million times yes, she at last could say into the microphone. The stadium came alive in cheers. On the sidelines, Patrick Mahomes and his wife Brittany sprang up and down. The players of the other team clapped as well. It was a historic event, not only a proposal. Following that, the idea that broke the internet right away upon social media went crazy. Engaged, trending globally, the trailer racked up millions of views in minutes. Stars chimed in to offer congrats, while even the NFL's official Twitter account wrote "a ring for the win, a ring for forever, congrats Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Gigi Hadid" posted excited messages. In the stands, meanwhile, Travis and Taylor's parents, Andrea and Scott Swift, were seen dabbing tears from their eyes. In the post-game interviews, Travis's brother Jason Kelce was seen on camera sloshingly drinking a beer in celebration. Taylor seemed to be shining, practically. She told reporters she had no idea he would do that. Leave it to Travis to make a moment even more memorable. "I assumed I was just coming down to celebrate the victory." Grinning from next to her, Travis stood. You have to make the most of one chance at a proposal. Later that evening, though, the couple went to Instagram and uploaded a black and white picture of them kissing on the field with Taylor's hand and the large ring front and center. The caption stayed with me always. "Beginning right now, the hoopla around the wedding starts." Their participation immediately set off a fresh round of conjecture about where they might get married. Would Taylor pen a song on this? The wedding site might be the Chiefs' locker room. All right, maybe not that last one. supporters started developing hypotheses. Some were persuaded they would tie the knot in Nashville, where Taylor's roots were. One thing was clear: Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce had just pulled off the most iconic celebrity engagement in history, and as they walked off the field that evening hand in hand, they knew that this was only the beginning of their forever, the end, or rather, the start of a new era. Others swore they would choose a romantic destination wedding in Italy. Some even joked Travis would walk down the aisle too enchanted.